Do you find yourself fawning? The need to constantly earn your worthiness by fixing, soothing, or pleasing others? We can have many reasons for this constant people pleasing, and this specific video is for when your fawning response comes from a deep, agonizing belief that you're a bad person. You might feel that if you stop being useful, or if you simply even stand still, you'll be exposed as fundamentally flawed or unworthy of love. And that's an immense, painful burden. So this session is here to tell you clearly and firmly you are not a bad person. You're worthy. You're good. And so we're going to challenge gently that old harsh belief and release the shame that fuels the fawning and start internalizing the truth of your inherent worth. And you can see the description box if you'd like to see some of the research, the science on how this works. For today, that feeling of being a bad person or having to people please to feel worthy, where is it right now on a 1 to 10 scale? And we'll check back in after tapping to see where that's at. If you get overwhelmed, that's totally normal. Just keep tapping and breathing and let any memory or sensation or emotion, just let it come up and process through. And then go back to repeating after me when you can. So that's it. Just tap with and repeat after me. Even though I carry this deep belief that I'm a bad person and that's why I have to people please, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I feel like my worthiness is conditional on how much I do for others, I deeply and completely love and honor myself. Even though I have this ingrained feeling that I am fundamentally flawed, I acknowledge it all and begin bringing myself healing. Even though I use fawning to try and hide this bad part of myself, I choose to see my goodness and my light. Even though I'm afraid if I stop people pleasing, I'll be exposed as bad. I choose to release this belief now and embrace that I am inherently good. Even though I struggle to release this core belief that I am somehow a bad person, I deeply and completely love myself in moving forward. I'm surrounded by this feeling of being a bad person. It feels deeply ingrained, like an honest belief. So I use fawning to feel worthy, to not feel so bad. Like somehow my worth is conditional on pleasing other people. I feel so much shame about being fundamentally flawed somehow. I'm so afraid of being exposed and rejected. And I'm carrying this old heavy belief with me everywhere. I'm a bad person, unworthy, unwanted. But I know somewhere deep inside, even when it's hard to find, that's not true. And I'm ready to shake this belief for good now. So I drop any belief that I'm bad. I release from all parts of me my feelings of being inherently bad somehow. I'm safe. I'm okay. It's okay to embrace that I am absolutely good and worthy. I choose to challenge this belief of being a bad person now. Of course I'm not. I open to the knowledge that I am good. I am good and worthy just as I am. I always have been. I acknowledge that it's safe to stop people pleasing now. No more fawning, not for any reason. I am choosing to define my own worth. My worth is not proven by what I do or give for others. My worthiness is inherent, not earned. I'm a good person. I've always been a good person. I'm releasing any need for external validation. I'm allowing myself to feel my own goodness. Flaws, mistakes, and all. I am still worthy and good. I am worthy and worthy of being seen just as I am. I'm good even when I'm doing nothing. I'm good even when I make a mistake. I'm inherently lovable and deserving. I trust in my own goodness. I choose to stand in my integrity, not my fear. I am healing this shame now. Whatever it is, wherever it came from, I release and let it go. I am safe to stop earning love. I am embracing my inherent worthiness. No more fawning needed. I am inherently and absolutely good. I am not a bad person. I never was. I bring healing to any parts of me that ever believed that. I am good, worthy, whole, and enough. I'm releasing all the shame now. My worth is unconditional. I am safe to stop performing for acceptance now. It's okay to stop fawning for any reason now. I am living in my goodness. Take a deep breath. See where you are on that 1 to 10 scale now. This kind of session is deep foundational work. Believing you are fundamentally good is a cornerstone of all of the self-love you can bring yourself. So however the idea of being bad came to you, you were taught a lie, and now you're bravely teaching yourself the truth. Now keep in mind that tapping can take a few rounds. It's a process, and it's literally rewiring neural pathways. Over time, those patterns, those beliefs, the negative ones, they lose their power as we tap and overwrite that shame with the true knowledge and acceptance of your worthiness. So you want to get that idea of bad person completely out of your mind, down to a zero. So if you can, tap with this video once or twice a day until you have it down to that zero. If you realize you're stuck on some other emotion that keeps coming up, look around on the channel. It may be anger or feelings of worthlessness or sadness, and you can go and clear those down to a zero and then come back to this one. And oftentimes it's easier to then bring it down to a zero. Or if there's a memory or a clump of memories, things people have said or done, or even that you've said to yourself, or things that maybe you did in your past. You were a different person, you made mistakes, you know, and so you may find the videos, I either have them out or I'll put them out on forgiveness and kind of radical acceptance. We all make mistakes. We all have things that we wish we could go back and undo. Sure, maybe some of them are worse than others, but that doesn't make us as people worse than others. We are inherently equally lovable and worthy of forgiveness and being able to heal and learn not to do something again and move forward. So even if it's, whether it's a group of things that were done to you by someone else and you have to work on forgiving them, or from your own past, and so you've convinced yourself you're a bad person and you need to make up for all of it by overdoing it with, you know, all the things that fawning are, you know, it can be worth looking around and bringing those things down to a zero so that you can come back here and make sure that all parts of you know you're not a bad person at all, so that you can move forward. And then if anything ever happens again in the future, or somebody says anything, or somehow that's re-triggered, you can come back to the video because you know that it does work to bring you down to a zero, and you can do that and come, you know, bring it back down to a zero because of whatever may have re-triggered, or just maybe something new. You know, somebody says something and, you know, makes you feel some kind of way, and even when we know it's not true, you know, sometimes they can say you're a bad person over something unfortunately political or something like that, because we're so vastly different or differ in our opinion, and then it becomes about, you know, what kind of person are you to think, you know, and even when you know your belief is right, and you, or at least right for you and how you want to live your life, it can still make you question, and that they don't have the right to get in your ear, get in your head like that. So you can always come back here and on that one memory, that one statement, and kind of drop it down to a zero, and then it may be replaced with, you know, feeling betrayed or being angry at them, and, you know, possibly rightfully so, and you can always go do that video then to kind of bring that down. So yeah, good for you for being here and working on this and this, you know, kind of core belief, so that you can hit that fundamental self-love and build the life and people and careers and hobbies and, you know, joy that you want. So yeah, if you click subscribe, you'll get notified of new videos. Likes and comments do help me grow the channel, and I'm grateful for that. And it also can help other people who may be looking at the same content as you to come across the video. So, you know, how the algorithms work. And I'll see you in the next video. Later.